Hey there. I'm like, oh, which camera do I look into? So, hello. I usually don't do my Facebook Lives on my phone. So, just trying to make sure that it doesn't fall over here. Let's do it like this. Okay. Hi. Welcome to a Facebook Live. So today I'm talking about Ayurveda Starter School, my brand new starter course for people who are excited to not only find out what Ayurveda can do for them and for their health, but to really experience it. So enrollment ends tonight at midnight Pacific time. And if you're here, say hi, please. I'd love to see who's here. So if I've been getting a ton of questions over email the past couple few days, and so I just thought, I wanted to jump in here and shed light on what a lot of people are asking me. If you are someone who's interested in this course or you're on the fence, like you're just not sure if it's the right next step for you, my hope is that my video today will help you make a clear decision. So, I'm gonna just kind of jump into a lot of the questions that I've been getting. Hey, and thank you for the likes and the hearts. I always appreciate it. So one question that I'm getting, because I've worked with so many people individually over the past 17 years. And hey, Kelly. Yeah, you already jumped over the fence. You're excited. I know I'm excited too. So a lot of you have worked, or not a lot of you, but many of you have worked with me privately, and some of you, many of you have also done my rad cleanse. So one question is, how is this course different from other things that I teach and offer, including, the teachings that I do in this Ayurveda starter or this Ayurveda everyday group? Hi, Beth. So number one, this is a completely unique individual course. I spent almost all of 2018 designing and creating this course. Now, it was originally designed to be a course for my students who are newer to Ayurveda or who have been practicing for anywhere from 1 to 3 years, maybe even 5 years. They've been studying it, they've been reading about it, they have some cookbooks, but they're still not really implementing it and integrating it into their lives yet, and they really want to, because they want to heal their body. Hi, Jet. And they want to really transform their health with Ayurveda. So if you watched my master class from last week, that's what that master class was about, and it ultimately leads you to seeing Ayurveda Starter School as a solution, a way to get yourself to that transformation. Hi, Reshma. So this is a very different program, and I'm going to just kind of talk to you a little bit about like who this course is ideal for and who it's not for. And I will, before I say this though, I will say that I've had a few students in Ayurveda Starter School who consider themselves, I would say, at the very least, advanced beginners, if not intermediate students of Ayurveda. And they thought it was incredibly, enlightening, inspiring, motivating. They got information from me that they haven't gotten from other Ayurvedic practitioners, courses, and books. And there really is something to be said for like live teaching. Like, I'm a kinesthetic learner, so I have tons of books and I use my books, but for me to read a book cover to cover is nowhere near the same as having an experience of the medicine or the healing modality that I'm reading about. And so this course is very much for those of you who need experiential learning to really bring this medicine into your own body, your health, your life. And that being said, too, you can read about yoga and Ayurveda all day, every day, and unless you are putting it into practice in a really real way, it will intellectually enlighten you, but it still will not transform your health the way that experiencing it will, because Ayurveda, like yoga, is an experiential science. Deirdre's here. Deirdre was my housemate when we were both in college at UC Santa Cruz, like such a dear, I don't want to say old friend, but we are old friends. And we are older than we used to be. So here's who Ayurveda Starter School is really for. It's for my students who obviously know about Ayurveda, but they're not exactly sure where to start. Hey, Emily. It's for people who are Ayurveda curious, like very much enthusiastic about this medicine, but in a place where they need to start integrating it, practicing it. They need a simple step-by-step system that's breaking it down for them. It's also for the students who really want to understand, like, why Ayurveda? How does it work? Why does it work? Why is it so transformative? How is it going to impact my digestive health? How is it going to improve my immunity? So we don't only go into the practices, which are sacred, and we go deeper and deeper into them as the modules go on. It's a 6-week course with 6 modules plus a very full bonus module. So another question I'm getting is like, how long will it take me to take the course? I mean, it's designed to be a 6-week course. It probably takes more like 8 to 10 weeks because I pack it so full of bonuses. However, if you want to follow along this live, like I'm relaunching it on June 1st, this round, you would want to give yourself like about 3 hours a week to really be able to participate and integrate, but you get lifetime access to this course. So you will have it forever. And every time I upgrade the course, so for the 78 people who signed up for it last year in January, they are going to get all of the awesome new content that I'm adding this round. And that will happen forever for the duration of the life of this course, which I don't know how long that will be, but as far as I'm concerned, it's going to be for years and years from now. So the sooner you get in, honestly, the better, because the more you get. That being said, back to who this course is really for is if you're somebody who's really looking for a solution for whatever health issues you have going on right now, this is a very powerful course for you. So this is the thing with Ayurveda is when I found it, I was very ill. I wasn't like, in bed, but I had just been diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder. I was pretty desperate. My digestion was totally off. My hormones were off. My mental health was off. My emotional health was off. But I was surviving, I was in my late 20s. I was durable, but Ayurveda helped me heal in such a significant way and continues to do so 19 years later. Hi, Sarah. So it's so powerful if you're looking for healing. Now, if you're really pretty healthy and you're looking for a system of health and nourishment that can help you stay healthy as you age and as you change, Ayurveda is also for you. As long as you're willing to, not just take a pill or not just take herbs that, just like a couple herbs with your water in the morning and call it a day. You have to be somebody who's really willing to integrate a way of living into your life. And it's got to be something that you are interested in. Now another kind of common question that I'm getting is I struggle with cooking and spending time in the kitchen. There's always I feel like there's always so much prep and so many ingredients. Will Ayurveda Starter School help me overcome these obstacles if I don't want to be spending a whole lot of time in the kitchen? And my answer to that is yes. You will need to, hi Cherie, you will need to continue to deepen your learning over and over and over again. Meaning, you can watch all the modules of Ayurveda Starter School. You can take your notes. You can download all the PDFs. You can listen to the guided meditations. You can participate in all of the bonuses. One thing that I'm going to be adding to this course, starting probably in July, but if not July, then definitely August, is there is going to be an ongoing live component to this course. So every month there is going to be a live stream where I show up live like I am right now, and I answer your questions, your personal questions. So when you sign up for Ayurveda Starter School, which costs less than a 2-hour consultation with me privately, it's like so packed full of information and valuable implementable tools that I can't possibly give you in a 2-hour session. You're going to have those resources ongoingly, and then you're also going to have live interaction with a certified Ayurvedic practitioner and health coach, me, ongoingly every single month for the duration of this course, and as long as you feel like participating. So that's a really valuable part of what I'm adding to this course, because what I want to create with Ayurveda Starter School is like a community of like-minded Ayurveda enthusiasts who really care about health and healing. Thank you for all the hearts. And who are just like so ready to take control of their health, their body, and their healing journey. And so it's not like, I mean, some of you are faster learners than others, but I think there's always, with Ayurveda and any holistic healthcare modality, there's always like, you've got to keep going to it. You've got to be reminded over and over and over again. So there's really continuous learning that's required on your part, versus just wanting like something quick. If you're wanting something more quick, I actually would recommend setting up a consultation with me one-on-one. And the reason why I would recommend that instead is because I can look you in the eye, spend 2 whole hours plus another hour and a half, 2 hours after after we meet to, create a health action plan for you. But I'm basically like, look, I heard you, I see you, I understand what your body needs right now, I understand what your spirit needs right now. Here are the exact steps for you specifically. Here, I give you like a health action plan that's like, follow this. And almost always my health action plans carry you for a minimum of 3 months, sometimes as long as a year, depending on the state of your health. So it's still not a quick fix. There is no such thing as a real quick fix in Ayurveda, unless you're just super lucky and, your digestive issues are fixed very quickly because you implement the right strategies right away, but it still requires your implementing them. So Ayurveda Starter School is like for my students who are just like, I am in this for the long haul. I am really committed to transforming my health with Ayurveda. I understand that this is a process. I understand that this is not something that I'm going to get, that I shouldn't be doing myself, that it really makes a difference for me to be in community with like-minded people, for me to have a teacher that I trust. Hopefully you trust me if you're watching this video, and a teacher who's been through it, who is really a living example of what I could get out of Ayurveda. And I do believe that I am that because of how many layers of illness and sadness and grief and anger and frustration and digestive issues and immunity issues I have healed and solved by simply living the life that I'm teaching you how to live through my courses and my private work. So kind of the promise of Ayurveda Starter School is that you will understand what Ayurveda is. Hi, Marty. You will understand why it works. You will understand how it can work for you. You will create an Ayurvedic practice so that you start living Ayurveda regularly. Hey, Allison. Now, the name of my company is Ayurveda Every Day with Talya. So my goal is to help people live Ayurveda every day, even if it's just in your morning routine, even if it's just these little lifestyle hacks that you're bringing in, throughout your day, but every day. So like I've got my cacao rasa, my adaptogenic drink, because I know that's what I need today and most days, but not every day. So another thing that I'm teaching you is how to not just get routinized into one Ayurvedic practice of like, I read on Instagram that Pitta is supposed to do this, and therefore that's what I do. It's like, Ayurveda is so much more nuanced than that. You are more than just a Pitta dosha. You are you, and you are in your specific time of life, and you are dealing with your specific issues, and you are even dealing with your specific manifestation of Pitta through you. It's not the same for everybody. Otherwise, there would be 10 different body types, and we would all like basically fit into this exact structure and kind of be, you know, Stepford dosha dosha people. And that's not the case. We're so individual, including inside of our own doshic category. So I hope that makes sense. Hi, Carla. I love seeing all these wonderful humans. So you can absolutely go at your own pace. That's another question I'm getting about Ayurveda Starter School. Because you have lifetime access, there's no pressure to go at any pace. You will have lifetime access to this course for the lifetime of the course. Again, my plan is that's going to be many, many years from now. And so you can absolutely go at your own pace. You, like I said, you get lifetime access to this course, Stepford dosha. There is a recorded material aspect to the course. So every module, I'm going to go into that in a minute, is right now it's kind of a long, like kind of 90-minute video for every module, and then there are accompanying handouts and PDFs and all the bonuses that I've talked about. I haven't said them specifically, but there's guided meditations. There's a virtual retreat that's going to be absolutely amazing called the 5 Elements of Emotional Healing. I'm like, honestly, the price of the course is worth that retreat alone, and that's just a bonus if you sign up today. What else? There's Ayurveda Starter School cookbook. There's cooking lessons. So much, and like I said, I'm going to keep adding to it. So there's all that recorded material that you can go to again and again. There's a Facebook group, so you get to be in community there. You get to ask questions there. But there's also this membership site where the recorded material lives, and you can ask me questions inside the membership site. So you don't need to be on Facebook to get your questions answered. It's nice to be on Facebook because there's more community there that you can see and feel. But the membership site totally is community based as well. And then there is a live component to this course that will be a monthly live stream starting either in July or August. I'm going on vacation in July, so I might start it in August. But that will, and yes, so in the live stream, sometimes I will be doing live cooking lessons. And oh, Amy just messaged me that she's all signed up. How cute. That's rad. You know, there will constantly be a deepening of your learning in this course. This is such a deal, you guys. Like, come on. I know that $279 is not like nothing. It's an investment, but it's such an investment in you and in your longevity, in your transforming your health. And it's, like I said, it's less than what I charge for my private work for just one session. So it's just so awesome. I hope you join. Let's see. So I do really try to break things down in Ayurveda Starter School to make them crystal clear and simple. This is a starter course in the sense of we are looking at the basics of Ayurveda. Now, you might be thinking, but I've done your rad cleanse, or I've worked with you privately. Like, do I really need basics? Maybe it'll be too basic for me. And I'm going to say that my opinion is that no, it would not be too basic, because there is, every time you go to the basics, you learn more. I can't tell you how many beginning Ayurvedic courses I have taken, and every single time I am frantically taking notes, having aha moments left and right. I mean, I just took a beginning course with one of my herbal teachers, KP Khalsa, and have like 5 pages of notes from it. Like, was like, oh my God, this is brilliant. So I'm a constant student. I'm always learning. I'm always sharing with you what I've learned. I'm an expert in Ayurvedic aromatherapy. I'm an expert in Ayurvedic cooking. I've written 3 Ayurvedic cookbooks. I have a 4th one on the way. I'm an expert in Ayurvedic cleansing. So, I mean, there's so much that you're going to get from learning the basics. My mom's here. Hi, Mom. So it will not be too basic for most of you. I've even had an Ayurvedic practitioner or two take Ayurveda Starter School and my Rad Cleanse and be like, that was effing awesome. Because every teacher teaches something different. And I am not I don't consider myself somebody who's really totally constrained inside the traditional box of Ayurveda. Like, I'm outside the box. I'm looking at, like, we're mostly women in here, but we're modern women and we're busy women, and we need to know how to implement this science without all these ingredients that we can't even get here. It needs to be westernized and modernized for us in order for us to use it. So that's part of my point of view as a teacher, and so you'll absolutely get that throughout the course and the lifetime of the course. So the cost of the course is $279 if you pay in full. You can also get started for $108. And honestly, I did this for the Rad Cleanse. I was not planning on doing this for Ayurveda Starter School, but since I'm here live and it's coming to my mind, I'll just say it. Like, if you're somebody who's like, I'm ready to do this, I want to do this, 108 is not possible for me, but I could do 75. Like, I could start today with something a little bit more in my budget. Email me, info@talyaskitchen.com, and I'll set up a personalized payment plan for you so that you can get started and jump in now. I mean, I'm not planning on raising the price of this course anytime soon, but the likelihood that the price will go up is totally realistic. It may not happen until 2021, but again, the sooner you get into this course, the better, because you get the bonuses. Every time I lead the course, you get whatever new stuff I create. So here's an overview of what I'm going to cover in Ayurveda Starter School. And if you have any other specific questions, please type them in the comments underneath this video. I won't be able to answer all of them while I'm live, but when I turn off the live video, I'll definitely answer your questions. And certainly if you're watching the replay, ask your questions, and I'll be checking it, until I go to bed tonight, probably before midnight, but I'll answer every question that I can today. So an overview of what we're going to cover in Ayurveda Starter School is how to keep organized and prepared when you're really busy and you have a lot of other things going on. So how to, stock an Ayurvedic kitchen, how to make it really easy on yourself, to always have simple, basic Ayurvedic tools and practices at your fingertips, so that you're not struggling or spending hours in the kitchen. How to eat in a way that balances and heals your body. So one thing that we go into in Module 2 is we take a really deep dive into the doshas, even deeper than I go in the Rad Cleanse. So we talk about why your dosha matters, how to distinguish between your birth pulse and your present pulse, which we call your prakruti versus your vikruti. We go really deep into the individual doshas, vata, pitta, and kapha, and even the tridoshic dosha, so that there's, like, you're really starting to wrap your mind, or continuing to wrap your mind around how these doshas distinguish themselves from each other, but also how they interact with each other. Because in a living organism, i.e. the human body, the doshas are not stagnant or static. They're always active. They're always pushing and pulling and communicating with each other and manifesting in the way that they do, because of how they're interacting within your unique body. This is partly why, you and I could both be vata kapha predominant doshas, but we express ourselves very differently, and even our imbalances show up in a really different way, because we're all so unique. We cover understanding how what you eat affects your constitution, as well as how it affects your digestive system. So we go really deep into how your digestive system works. I find that understanding how digestion works is really key to using Ayurveda to heal digestive issues. And if you did catch my masterclass, which you can still watch, Transform Your Health with Ayurveda, the link is here in our Ayurveda Everyday with Talya Facebook group. I definitely talked about how digestion is the root of health, and that no matter what imbalance you may have going on constitutionally or otherwise, we can always tie it back to something that's not happening correctly in the digestive system. So we're really tackling that in Ayurveda Starter School. I give you new techniques for healthy living, for creating your own inspiring morning and evening Ayurvedic routines. We talk about how to balance your energy, how to eat for energy. We go into food combining, and we cover all the things about, like, how do you get started? How do you bring Ayurveda into your life as a beginner, as an advanced beginner, as an intermediate beginner? Wherever you are in your journey, how can you integrate it even more deeply and simply, and really breaking it down into simple, bite-sized, manageable steps so that you're not overwhelmed, you're not spending hours in the kitchen to live this beautiful lifestyle. And when I even say the word lifestyle, like, that's so open-ended, you get to define what that means to you, what an Ayurvedic lifestyle looks like for you. And I help you figure that out and create that in this course. So in addition to all I've already said, I feel like this course is really ultimately about learning how to heal yourself using Ayurveda as the modality to get you there. So I think I covered all of the questions that have been the most pressing and the most common. So I'm going to stop there and sign off for now. But Ayurveda Starter School is open until tonight at midnight Pacific. We had a really cool bonus for the early birds, which was you get to participate in some special live bonus Q&A calls. But we added another awesome bonus, which is this 3-hour virtual retreat, which I will announce the date and time of that once Ayurveda Starter School is underway. And if you can't make it live, don't worry, it will be recorded. But it will be a live virtual retreat called the 5 elements, or what is it called? The 5 elements of emotional healing. And it is going to be so awesome and so profound, like a yoga retreat, but virtually. And we will go into all different kinds of remedies for what we discover on an emotional level gets to be healed and transformed, and how the emotional realm really translates into what we experience physically as ailments or pain or imbalance, and how we can use our emotional realm to heal ourselves, in addition to all of the physical and foods and nourishment pieces that we have at our fingertips when it comes to Ayurvedic medicine. So I hope this was enlightening. For all of you who are new to my group, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. If your time for Ayurveda Starter School is not now, no worries. We're going to open up the doors again later this summer. My goal is actually to keep the doors open ongoingly. So if now is not your time, don't worry. There will be a time for you. But if your time is now, jump in so that you get these awesome bonuses. And I will see you later. Bye.